Yep, Cardi B is heading into her vehicle at this very moment.
Insomnia, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress from a verbal, possibly physical altercation with Cardi B that gave her a scar.
We know that they're on a little pause for the holiday break while we're all on pause, and people still talking about her testimony a lot this morning.
But she's trying to get some money, I suspect. So anyway, the plaintiff's judge is trying to now go after Cardi B and push her a little harder this time.
High level of angry, I was more on a high level of concern. Very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to f***ing beat my ass.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said
I disagree with the verdict. As you know, you can see from Cardi B, she has a history of doing these things. Even today in the courthouse, right in where I'm standing in this area, she threw some.
In a courtroom showdown that captivated fans and the media alike, Grammy-winning rapper Cardi B found herself facing a staggering $24 million civil lawsuit filed by former security guard Emani Ellis. The case stemmed from an alleged incident at a Beverly Hills medical building in 2018, when Cardi B reportedly encountered Ellis outside an obstetrician's office.
Swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl. I didn't lay my hands on that girl. And with that being said, this time around, I'm gonna be nice. The next person to try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue. And I'm gonna make you pay. Because this is not okay. I think people have like this misinterpretations of celebrities, like it's like, oh, well, we can ask for this and they're gonna settle. You don't work at home and you don't work all day and you don't work for your money to give out your money. So don't ever think that I'm just gonna give you my money that I work hard for. I don't lay.
From the moment the lawsuit was filed, it drew intense attention due to the starkly contrasting accounts of what happened that day and the high-profile nature of the star involved. The courtroom became a stage, not just for legal arguments, but for a deeper glimpse into Cardi B's personal life, public persona, and the realities of celebrity culture. In February 2018, Emani Ellis, a security guard at a Beverly Hills medical building, found herself at the center of a legal storm involving international rap sensation Cardi B. Ellis claims that during a routine shift, she encountered Cardi B exiting an elevator at the building, which housed an obstetrician's office. Overcome with excitement, Ellis allegedly exclaimed, "Wow, it's Cardi B." This moment, she asserts, quickly escalated into a confrontation that would later become the focal point of a high-profile civil lawsuit.
Hear her breakdown of the alleged altercation. This comes from a security guard who alleges that Cardi B, in an office building. Here's what Cardi B says happened.
I was coming in. I was coming out. I could hear her. She was talking on the phone. And she said, "Oh my God, yo, Cardi B's here." So I kind of speed walk, but I feel her behind me. Then I hear her talking like, "Oh my God, Cardi B is here." So I turn around and she had her phone. She didn't have it here no more. Now she has it here. And I asked her, "Yo, why are you recording me?" And she clearly looked like the security. She looked like the security guard. She's uniformed down. And I'm like, "Why are you recording me? Are you security?" And she's like, "Oh my bad." But then I'm walking and I feel her still following me. So like as I'm walking, speed walking, trying to look for the office, I turn around again and I'm like, "Why are you following me?" She's like, "Cause I can." It's like, "No, you can't. Why are you following me for? Like, ain't you supposed to be security?" And she's like, "Cause I can." It's like, "No, you can." And she's like getting closer and closer. Like now she's like in front of me where I can't even like really maneuver. And I'm like, "Ain't you supposed to be security? Like you grouped out, you recording me. Now you following me. Like back up." And she's like, "I can do what I want." It's like, "No, you can. Like you can't do what you want." And that's when we started arguing.
What did you say?
I was like, you can't do what you want. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like you invading my privacy, and now we're like chest to chest practically. So I keep telling her like, you need to back up.
According to Ellis, the encounter took a physical turn when Cardi B allegedly scratched her face with a long acrylic nail and spat on her. She contends that this assault caused significant emotional distress and left her with facial injuries requiring plastic surgery. Ellis further alleges that the incident led to her termination from her job, as the attention from the altercation was deemed detrimental to the clinic's reputation. Cardi B, whose real name is Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar, has vehemently denied these allegations. She testified that while she was indeed present at the medical building that day, the encounter with Ellis did not involve any physical contact.
Ellis arguing during her testimony that Cardi B attacked and assaulted her during the altercation, striking her on her head, face, and body, spat on her, shouted racial slurs.
His nails, and allegedly has to pay between $15,000 and $20,000 to get this scar worked on, healed, microneedled, whatever happened. And this plastic surgeon has now taken the stand in this case. So again, the timeline happens in 2018. She waits 4 years to go to this plastic surgeon to get this awful, awful scratch microneedled off of her face. And she is suing Cardi B for $24 million. So this is the testimony from that security guard. I'm going to read this to you. We'll put it on the screen here. So her name is Emani Ellis. And again, $24 million, which is insane. Insomnia, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress from a verbal, possibly physical altercation with Cardi B that gave her a scar. Now, you might be interested in seeing this. B's nail. Where? Like, do I need glasses? What am I looking at? This is what they played in the courtroom. They were like, look here, here's the scar. Where? I know that this is like a photo of a photo, but I'm sorry, for $24 million, I should see like a gash the size of an axe in your cheek if you are getting post-traumatic stress, anxiety, and insomnia from this. Like, this is so incredibly ridiculous.
Cardi B explained that she was 4 months pregnant at the time and was attempting to keep her pregnancy private. She expressed concerns that Ellis was recording her without consent, which heightened the tension between them. Cardi B stated that the disagreement was purely verbal and that she did not touch Ellis during the exchange. The case gained significant public attention, with both sides presenting dramatically different narratives. Ellis's legal team argued that the alleged assault had lasting physical and emotional effects on their client, seeking substantial damages. Cardi B's defense team maintained that the encounter was a misunderstanding and that their client was being unfairly targeted.
I disagree with the verdict. As you know, you can see from Cardi B, she has a history of doing these things. Even today in the courthouse, right in where I'm standing in this area, she threw something at one of you, and I think that's just, very poor judgment on her part to go ahead and do something like that here in the courthouse. This is a court. You don't do this. It's wrong, and she really, made a fool of herself, in my opinion.
The allegations set the stage for a courtroom battle that would test the limits of celebrity legal protections and the public's perception of truth. From the outset, Cardi B's legal team made it clear that the rapper would personally testify, directly confronting the claims made against her. During the trial, she explained that she was 4 months pregnant and concerned about privacy. She emphasized that Ellis had been following her and allegedly attempting to record her, which she argued escalated a verbal disagreement. Cardi B maintained that no physical contact occurred at any point. Her defense attorneys highlighted inconsistencies in Ellis's testimony, questioning the credibility of her claims and stressing the lack of any medical evidence supporting physical injury. The courtroom attention shifted between dramatic testimony and legal analysis, keeping the jury and public fully engaged. The courtroom dynamics in the Cardi B versus Emani Ellis civil trial were marked by intense exchanges, emotional testimonies, and moments that captivated both the jury and the public. Cardi B's two-day testimony was a focal point, showcasing her unfiltered personality and determination to clear her name. Her candid responses, including moments of humor and frustration, resonated with the audience, making her testimony one of the most talked about aspects of the trial. Emani Ellis, the plaintiff, also took the stand, recounting the events of the alleged 2018 incident. Her testimony painted a picture of a traumatic encounter, describing physical and emotional distress. However, the defense challenged her account, presenting inconsistencies and questioning the severity of her injuries. The defense's strategy was to cast doubt on the credibility of Ellis's claims, suggesting that the alleged assault was exaggerated or fabricated. The trial attracted significant media attention, with live broadcasts and social media coverage amplifying the courtroom drama. Cardi B's interactions with her legal team and the opposing counsel were scrutinized, with some observers noting her assertiveness and others critiquing her demeanor. Regardless, her presence in the courtroom was undeniable, and her testimony played a pivotal role in the jury's deliberations. The jury's deliberation process was swift, reflecting the clarity with which they assess the presented evidence and testimonies. After less than an hour, they returned a unanimous verdict in favor of Cardi B, finding that Ellis had not proven her allegations beyond a preponderance of the evidence. This outcome underscored the importance of credible evidence and consistent testimony in civil trials. In the aftermath, Cardi B expressed relief and frustration, emphasizing the toll the trial had taken on her personal life. She vowed to take legal action against future baseless lawsuits, signaling her commitment to defending her reputation. Emani Ellis, while disappointed by the verdict, maintained her stance and indicated plans to appeal, highlighting the complexities and emotional stakes involved in high-profile legal battles. Witness testimonies played a crucial role in shaping the narrative of this high-profile civil trial, and they ultimately helped tilt the scales in favor of Cardi B. Among the first to take the stand was Tiara Malcolm, a receptionist at the Beverly Hills Medical Building. She testified that she had witnessed parts of the interaction between Cardi B and Emani Ellis, but did not see any physical contact or injuries. Malcolm described the scene as tense and chaotic, noting that there was clearly a verbal disagreement, but that it never escalated into anything physically harmful. Her observations provided a first-hand account that directly contradicted Ellis's claims, adding weight to Cardi B's defense. In addition to Malcolm, the attending physician at the clinic also offered key testimony. He explained that while he was aware of a verbal exchange taking place, he did not observe any evidence of assault, scratches, or other physical harm. He clarified that no patient reports or medical documentation suggested that Ellis suffered any injury as a result of her encounter with Cardi B. His testimony was particularly significant because medical validation, or the lack thereof, often plays a central role in cases involving allegations of bodily harm. Furthermore, other staff members and witnesses corroborated that while there may have been tension in the building that day, there was no indication of the dramatic assault described in the lawsuit. These testimonies highlighted inconsistencies in Ellis's narrative, including differences in what she claimed happened versus what neutral observers reported. Each witness reinforced the idea that the alleged physical altercation simply did not occur as described, casting doubt on the plaintiff's case and providing the jury with clear, credible counterpoints to Ellis's version of events. The combined effect of these testimonies created a compelling picture for the jury. Cardi B's defense team strategically used these statements to demonstrate that the accusations were exaggerated and unsubstantiated. By presenting multiple credible witnesses who directly observed the events or the lack of physical harm, they were able to build a strong case that aligned with Cardi B's own. The jury finally reached a decision in the high-profile civil case between Cardi B and Emani Ellis. The tension in the courtroom was palpable as both sides awaited the outcome of what had become a media spectacle. Remarkably, the jury deliberated for less than an hour before returning a verdict, reflecting a strikingly swift conclusion given the case's complexity and public attention. Their decision was clear. Cardi B was found not liable on all counts. The jury determined that Ellis had failed to provide sufficient evidence to prove the allegations of assault, battery, or intentional infliction of emotional distress. This outcome effectively validated Cardi B's testimony, which maintained that the altercation was verbal and that no physical contact occurred. The speed and decisiveness of the verdict sent a strong message about the strength of the defense's case. It suggested that the jury had found Ellis's claims unconvincing, particularly in light of the testimonies from neutral witnesses who reported seeing no signs of physical harm. For Cardi B, this ruling was more than a personal relief. It was a public vindication. In the court of law, her credibility as a witness was reinforced, and the notion that she had been unfairly targeted in a high-stakes civil suit was confirmed. Beyond the immediate victory, the case set an important precedent for celebrity-involved lawsuits. Civil trials involving public figures often attract intense media scrutiny, with every statement, facial expression, and social media post dissected. In this context, the jury's verdict underscored the importance of evidence over speculation, showing that even in cases involving fame and public interest, credibility and factual proof remain the ultimate deciding factors. The rapid deliberation and unanimous decision also highlighted the jury's confidence in the defense's presentation, from Cardi B's own testimony to the corroborating accounts of other witnesses. For fans and observers, the verdict provided a dramatic conclusion to a story that had been followed obsessively online and in entertainment news. While Ellis expressed disappointment, the ruling firmly placed the narrative in Cardi B's favor, allowing her to close this chapter and move forward. In the broader conversation about celebrities and civil litigation, the case has become an example of how reputations, media attention, and courtroom strategy intersect, demonstrating that even amidst public pressure and speculation, the legal system can deliver a clear and decisive outcome. Following the verdict, Cardi B expressed relief and gratitude to her legal team and supporters. She acknowledged the stress of the proceedings, but emphasized her commitment to defending herself and her family against what she considered baseless claims. Cardi B also addressed the broader implications of the case, warning against frivolous lawsuits targeting public figures. Her response blended humility and assertiveness, reinforcing her public image as both relatable and strong-willed, while acknowledging the personal toll that high-profile legal battles can take. The media and public were quick to react, with courtroom clips and commentary going viral. Cardi B's candid, often humorous testimony resonated widely, reinforcing her public persona as authentic and unapologetic. Her presence in the courtroom became a spectacle in itself, with fans celebrating her ability to navigate a stressful legal environment with composure and charisma. The case also sparked discussions about the challenges celebrities face in civil lawsuits, particularly when public perception and media coverage play significant roles in shaping narratives. The Cardi B versus Emani Ellis lawsuit illustrates the complexities of legal disputes involving celebrities. It underscores the necessity of credible evidence, highlights the difficulties plaintiffs face in proving personal injury claims, and demonstrates how public figures must balance transparency with privacy. For Cardi B, this case was more than a legal matter. It was a personal test of resilience and judgment under scrutiny. As high-profile lawsuits continue to intersect with celebrity culture, this trial will likely be cited as a case study in both the media and legal spheres for its lessons on credibility, public perception, and the challenges of navigating fame in the courtroom.